Thanks, Liz, and thank you to the Lighter Footprints organisation for inviting me. Lighter Footprints is an important organisation highlighting important climate change issues. It's not my first time here. I was recently here for a forum with a well-known Australian climatologist, David Corollary, and it's good to be back. Let me start by saying I believe that climate change is occurring and that human activity is an important contributing factor. This is not new for me. In 2007, I wrote an article that was published in The Age titled "Bush Must Tackle Climate Change Now." And I pointed to a range of environmental, security, political and economic reasons why he should do so. And I've also been quoted in the Australian context. Climate change is a complex, difficult, important issue, but it's about protecting our commons. That's why the Coalition is absolutely steadfast, determined to implement a direct action program to reduce our carbon emissions by 5% on 1990 levels by 2020. We're going to do this in a number of ways. Firstly, it's about an emissions reduction fund, providing incentives to industry and farmers to reduce their emissions below business as usual levels. It's also about penalising those that emit beyond their business as usual levels. And the National Greenhouse and Energy Reporting Scheme, which is an existing body, an independent body, will work independently to verify this. We've also got to incentivise a number of other programs around innovative landfill, how to use coal mine gas for electricity generation, forestry abatement, 1 million solar homes by 2020 with an incentive scheme, clean energy employment hubs in Latrobe and the Hunter Valleys, $50 million for geothermal and tidal towns, more solar schools and solar towns, biosequestration, putting extra carbon in the soil to get greater agricultural and water efficiency and productivity. By doing that, we can save 85 million tonnes by 2020. 20 million new trees to be planted. This builds on the important achievements that previous coalition governments have done in this area. We set up the first greenhouse office. We set up the first mandatory renewable energy target in 2001 of 10%, and we now support the target of 20%. We support deforestation. 18% of the world's emissions comes from deforestation. 13 million hectares a year. We set up programs to work with our neighbours on this. And stopping incandescent globes, it's estimated to take off about 500,000 cars off the road if you can stop these incandescent globes in our system. In terms of our opponents, as Des has said, Labor is a talk fest. The Citizens' Assembly, 150 people picked to decide what the Parliament should be actually deciding. The pink bat schemes, terribly implemented, 200 house fires, deaths, enormous cost. The Greens loan scheme, the Auditor General has been scathing about the number of breaches there. And of course they cancelled the solar rebate. When it comes to the Greens, you can't just close down the coal industry in Australia overnight. We've heard about Hazelwood in the last few days. 25% of Victoria's energy comes from Hazelwood. These are important industries which we do need to make them cleaner, but you can't do it overnight. Stopping uranium mining, as the Greens want to do, will be destroying a major industry, and uranium as a clean coal, as a clean form of energy, is an important export to countries like India, which the Labor Party blocked. Very important initiatives. So in conclusion, can I say climate change is absolutely important to me, it's absolutely important to the Coalition. We must tackle it, and we've tried to do so in a cost-effective, considered way that does not fool the Australian people, but actually tries to lay out a plan that provides for the long-term benefit of all Australians. Thank you.